All right. Let's see. Chat. If there was a... Yeah, it was this guy. So where is the music for this? In any case. Yeah, there's good music. Alright, so... Whoa. Alright, so...
My rook was a knife. He played carol gun.
Yeah, actually, this is a good intro.
His rating was higher, but from move 17, the king's side was mine. Took my chances fast. My rook was a knife. His bishop was small, with no time pressure.
So G5 is not a good move here.
Once and for all, I gave up my good night.
Is there any alternative here?
But that don't mean a thing. He has more experience.
Maybe she's possible. Yeah, so this is a pretty interesting game.
Shook his hand, signed the scores, politely as I could.
Alright, so time to get into the study. Alright, this is a treat. Alright, time to start the lesson. So, this game is game 3 in the book, Capablanca by Move. The opponent in this is Ossip Bernstein. And so this is San Sebastian in 1911. So this is one of the strongest tournaments ever held, only established by the giants of the game. We're invited with the exception of the young Capablanca, who squeaked in on a merit of beating Frank Marshall, um, who should have been in this tournament. Um, Bernstein was probably um, the opponent who had this huge rivalry with Capablanca. He kind of thought Capablanca shouldn't be playing in this event. And I guess there was some trash talking involved. And then after this game, Bernstein stopped trash talking. So the game went e4. Capablanca is white. e4 is played. e5. Knight f3. Knight c6. And bishop e5. This is the Roy Lopez. And so this is the Berlin defense. Okay. Castles was played. Now, in general, today, they play knight takes on e4. Lasker was one of the first pioneers of this. There was a little opening theory back then. So knight takes c4, d4, and then we can take like this. And basically, there's this huge light square vacuum on the king's side for white, but white has a better structure, basically. And so really, these games go about like, so maybe there's some dynamic chances with the bishop pair also, but and white tries to just show that his kingside majority is better and because it's healthier. So that's how typical modern games happen. But anyway, his opponent was not confident with taking the pawn on e4. So knight c3 is played, defending the pawn, and now there's kind of a threat of taking and taking. And so therefore d6 has to be played. And d6 is a very solid move. And so now Capablanca decides to remove the bishop here, but get the structural edge in the beginning of the game. Logically, this makes sense. I guess really, and so let's actually look at a different way. For me, my personal way of playing this position, actually, let's go to openingtree.com. Actually, for me personally, my approach to this particular position is very different. Well, I guess it's the same, but ultra bullets, classical, rapid correspondence. Okay. Yeah, bullet chess, it's a completely different story. Basically though, we'll just go via this move order just to show the distinction. So d4 obviously is the best. I think bishop d7 is played here, pretty sure. So for me personally, oh yeah, wait, do they even take d4? Okay, well actually no, bishop d7 is more of a good try because yes, knight c3. Now here's another point. If they take here, this actually doesn't win a pawn. Simply because of this, and this is probably equal. Actually, I think black is better. Actually, yeah, black's better here. Yeah, so this is, whoops. Yeah, does this show black scoring well? Well, anyway, knight c3 transposes, but so knight c3. Okay, g6 is perfectly fine. Knight f6 is what I face. Right. Oh wait, knight c3. Wait, bishop d7. Knight c3, knight f6. Wait, no, no, no. Well, how do my games go? Okay, well, anyway, let's just pause and see. Okay, so yeah, this is how I play this position here. I go queen d3, bishop e7, bishop g5. This is called the Nimzovich attack. Okay, so I got the right move order. I just, there's these weird precise move orders sometimes where I play every variation basically, but yeah, the Nimzovich attack is actually really good, I think, in my opinion. Let's see what move this is. d6, d4. This is on e takes d4. I think bishop takes. Yeah, and this scores pretty well for white. No, 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 I don't castle here. Knight c3. And this is how I play this. Nimzovich attack. Yeah, and I guess there's a clear plan for white. I think, yeah, this is a popular move. And basically just white has the center here. And yeah, e5 is a really strong idea. Also, like, what's important is you get these bishop versus knight scenarios. Capablanca's approach to this position, though, was a little similar. I guess the point is it's more risky if playing queenside. And so Capablanca went, yeah, he went castle kingside, it seems. Okay, that makes sense. So knight f6 is played. I can close opening tree. And so castles, let's get back to the book. Bishop e7. Yeah, okay. And so yeah, Capablanca decides to do this. And then he plays d4. And so really, I've also played this before. I think I got forced into this from some transpositions, and yeah, I have a lot of experience with this. Let's see. So I mean, probably f4. It's maybe bishop g5. Yeah, bishop g5, f4. There's probably these same ideas. It's just that the king is on a different square, and the queen side can get weakened. Actually, even Nimzovich himself has had this position against Capablanca, and we're going to see a game later in the series where Capablanca plays against his own system here. So bishop d7, bishop g5. Yeah. And so after castles, Capablanca plays rook e1. So all of this play has been, all the point of all this play is getting the center. Like this is challenged. This e5 strong points challenged. I think knight d7 is possible. Is it? I think Magnus played this before actually. Didn't I feel like Magnus did play this before? I don't know. But this is still very tough for black. Yeah, it doesn't show Magnus's game, but yeah, apparently this was won by Astrovic. So in any case. So Capablanca plays d4. Knight takes d4. So right now we can already see white has a space advantage. Um, Black has this little center kind of structural damage, bishop pair. So yeah, Black has to play dynamically if he wants to deal with his structural issues here. Let's see. So e5 is a plan. Maybe b3, bishop e2 is another idea for white. Um, yeah, if this is really tough sometimes because once, well, we'll see, we'll see. So bishop d7, bishop g5, pressuring and maybe exchanging this bishop. And yeah, if these bishops are exchanged and it's just bishops this is versus knight, a bishop and knight versus two knights, then all of a sudden I think white's gonna have a really like a way better, like a really good position. There's just less dynamic chances for black. I mean, okay, maybe there's some good play. This pawn formation is actually called a triad. Also, yeah, this is 3 to put 2 pawn islands, and so maybe like okay, a7 is sometimes a weakness. Like sometimes white goes pawn hunting with queen e2 and queen a6. Um, so bishop g5 is played, castles by his opponent, and Capablanca plays rook e1. And so white plans the destructive e45. And if e45 is played, then these two pawns would be isolated double pawns. And so they'll be really hard to deal with. But actually they're not easily to be able to be attacked because simply the bishops are well defending them. Like the bishop can sometimes go to d6. So yeah, that's very complicated. So rook e1, h6, bishop h4. And yeah, this is a really good move. This is given at Exclam by Cyrus Lakadawa. And so really the point is cramps actually in this, or exchanges of pieces actually are good for black for this particular position just because he's cramped. Um, Also, these pawns are all in dark squares, and so really like like I think only the F pawn is probably the odd pawn out. But it strategically makes sense because the exchange of dark square bishops, like though it gives out the bishop pair, the dark squares are actually really good for black here, um, which is another hidden idea in this position. Just because like like this diagonal, it just feels kind of weaker these dark squares a little bit. So bishop takes on e7, queen takes e7, and Capablanca plays queen d3. Nice centralizing move, connecting rooks. Maybe he can prefer f4 and sometimes king h1 maybe. Uh, White's got some easy play. Now this bishop though has this important job of chopping on f5. And actually another point is yeah, any like sometimes taking on f5 is really bad for black, but at least in this case is really good for black, and it just uh what is it, equalizes in terms of structure more or less. So let's see, rook a b8 was played, and then Capablanca plays pawn to b3. And his opponent plays knight g5, so this pressures the e pawn. Maybe you can try to exchange knights here. Then if it's bishop versus knight, then it's just going to be a really interesting scenario where there's pawns on both sides, so the bishop's going to be pretty strong, but also the structure is bad. Um, Another. Oh, Rook 81. So Capablanca was Rook 81. I wonder, let's look at this. Is F4 even good here? F4, probably just 96, yeah. Well, okay, knight f5 is a little bit annoying. Okay, queen e3 is better. I guess really the point is this knight's going to be kicked at some point, is it? Actually, I like white here. Okay, that's the point. The knight can go to f8. Okay. So ask another question here for the book. Asks if oh, hello, Chescudo. How's it going? Thank you. Um yeah, I'm trying these new blue light classes, I think. So it's better for the eyes, I think. Uh I'm good. Yeah, I like this French the French game was let me see. The big takeaway from that game was, well, I mean, obviously the ending was good, like rook check, but the knight maneuvering was also a special thing. Oh, night lamp option, that works. That works. Yeah, I think it's less of a headache with these classes though. It's definitely making this easier actually. So, oh, out of three and G3, I see. Hmm. We can take a look at that at some point. Uh, yeah, right now I'm going over this game, Capablanca versus Bernstein. You notice 3 until queen d5. Queen d5. Oh, I see. And that was a really interesting. Yeah, that was you're threatening like you just went on the diagonal. I remember that. Yeah, and you did the pinning thing with a knight. Like those, the knight was just going everywhere pretty much. Oh, he knew his theory until queen d5. Then he had to take a 2 minute thought. I see. So it seems like that theory is almost unstoppable. That's tough. Um, wow, good work with that. Maybe I'll just take up the French again. Because I'm revisiting some of those old games. So I mean, maybe I'll get some old ideas again. Um, so let's see. But anyway, I'll just do a quick rundown for this. So this is Capablanca versus Bernstein. Oh, you have to do G4. Yeah, yeah. I saw the pawn stack, and like the thing is, yeah, as white, I usually have a lot of trouble with that queen d3 line, and so I'm gonna try to work on avoiding that maybe if I play white again. I don't know. Yeah, and also there's this. I don't know if I have my poison pawn book here, but I think it's somewhere else. But yeah, there's this really nice line in that book, like you can sack on e4, and it's really confusing. Whites get some suspicious compensation. Like you could play just knight c3 and like knight e2 sometimes. I don't know. There's some really cool lines in that variation though. But anyway, back to this. So I'm gonna show you. This is Capablanca versus Bernstein. This is the big one of the hugest tournaments since Sebastian 1911. Bernstein is actually trash talking Capablanca. Oh, 2069 is a good prank for break. Yeah, it's almost to 2100 for sure. Yeah. So what was it? Yeah. So this is what was it? So this is San Sebastian. This is a huge tournament. Bernstein was actually trash talking Capablanca. He's thinking he was just a young player who didn't know how to play chess, and then he kind of actually lost in this particular game. And so this is actually what I play as white. This is the Nimzovich attack. It's a different strategy. You go queenside and you try to get the center this way. And I guess it's pretty good. This is just an example line. But in this particular game, Capablanca was just going for a central strategy, but also kingside castling. They didn't know much theory back then. And actually, when I first started playing chess, I actually played the Stein's defense, and I didn't even know what it was. So castles, bishop e7. Um, yeah, Stein's defense actually technically was against the e4 opening. I think that was technically my first opening. before I knew theory. Then I watched like one video on the Karo Khan way back then. Anyway, and of course we know the Berlin defense where there's different positional concepts in the light square vacuum on the king side. Um, so knight c3 is played, d6. Yeah, so Capablanca takes, and then he plays d4. And this is his approach. He goes for the central strategy where his king's on the king side. And so there's less risk, I think. So bishop d7, bishop g5. And yeah, oddly enough, I think it's complicated, right? Like maybe bishop he wants to get rid of the bishop here, but also swaps can fix the cramped position. Um, so knight 7 is good. Swaps are actually kind of good, and maybe there's some dark squares. You're looking at knight takes e4. Oh yeah, knight takes e4. I don't think works here. That's always a good thing. So for me, actually, I've always fallen into that trap. At least at least some time ago. Wait, yeah. Queen d3. So like, let's say I go just f4 here. Watch this. h6, bishop h4. This is strong. Doesn't have any games like this, but I think I've lost some games like this. Yeah, this is really bad. Wow, it's so bad that you can just castle here actually, for black. And queen takes e4. So this is one example where it works. Now for here though, knight takes e4 is probably met by bishop takes e7, is it? Or yeah, bishop takes e7, knight takes on c3. Is it queen e1? Oh no, bishop takes d8 is better. Takes d1, bishop takes d7, knight takes b2. I see. Maybe like king here, but then bishop g3. Okay, this is actually pretty tough. White's a pawn. No, equal pawns. Why is this so bad then? Maybe e6 is falling? I'm not sure. Okay, there's just, yeah, it's just really bad. After the dark squares are too weak. Okay. Yeah, the dark squares are too weak. I see. The bishop is just too strong, and then the knight's kind of awkward. Yeah, we get a bad position, and it's not clear who. Like, yeah, black is just worse. Just because he's behind in development, and you're getting checked and stuff like that, and all three of white's pieces are in the game, whereas black's only the knight's in the game, and its knight's really far off from the action. It's like in the position, but it's not doing much. I see. So after castles, yeah, it's a threat. Yeah. So let's see. So is this a threat now? Well, Ricky won now. So let's see. If knight takes e4 now, probably bishop takes e7. Yeah. Now here, then we can just take. I see. So there's lots of hidden stuff going on here. That's good. Yeah, Ricky one stops it exactly. Yeah, so it's good you caught these ideas. Like it's almost like the Ray Lopez, like these little move order things, changing each little thing in the position. So bishop h4. So now does it work? Probably not. Just the same thing, right? Exactly. So knight h7 was played, and then there is an exchange on e7, queen d3, protecting the center. Yeah, I think any knight f5 is not necessarily good for white. It really depends. I think if there's more material in the position, then knight f5 is always good. And you can use it as a ram pawn. You're already looking at f4 ideas. Okay. Yeah, I see. Knight f5 though is really good though if your castle is queenside sometimes. So that's why I go for the Nimzovich attack. AB8, B3. knight g5. So now he might go to 96, and he's attacking e4 here. The knight's back in the game, and it's very active. Arguably, though, also the knight is out of the way of e5 ideas, so that's a really interesting thing. Like sometimes white could play e5 and um, maybe try to win that bishop on d7 after d takes e5. Oh no, you're fine. Sorry if you mingle too much with the analysis. No, you're good. Because yeah, every time I look at this, like I've looked at this game quite a bit actually, and there's always something new that's the takeaway, and so those ideas actually are really good. Um, so f4 ideas. Which move for f4 ideas? Queen d3. Maybe f4 immediately is possible here. I don't know if it's been played. Yeah, before queen d3. Okay, yeah. So f4. I think this is about still it's about equal. I don't think it changes the position much, but it's still pretty strong. And maybe there's more flexibility, arguably. Rook a8. Gonna play h3 here, I'm guessing, or queen d3 even better. Queen f6, knight e2. You want to get an e5 if possible and isolate the c-pawns. Yeah, that's exactly a thing. It's sometimes very hard to do such a thing though. And also like we have to evaluate like what's the bigger target. Is it the c7 pawn or the e5 pawn, right? Or is it the c6 pawn or the e5 pawn? And so that's another thing to take into account. Um, so that's the thing, like in general for chess, you always have to balance these weaknesses here. Try to see if your weakness is less attackable. I think immediate e5's ideas, like right here, like say he plays like a3. Is e5 good? I mean, there's always d5, but like yeah, there's also rook takes c5. But if we get this, a 1900 2000 friend of mine said that you're skyrocketing in your chess level. So this next takeaway today. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean we've already seen the peak in the graph. I think yeah, sometimes like what was it? There's this quote by Ruslan Ponomarev, I think it was. I don't remember. It was in the Lindbecker method. Um I'll show oh wait, Woodpecker method. I guess I still have it paused. But anyway, what was it? I think it was about improvement. Um I can't remember. Maybe it was something like new in chess. But like basically, I guess one day just everything clicks and then all of a sudden you're just a whole level higher. But yeah, work takes even. Oh yeah, that's of course that's way better here. I guess I'm just trying to show, like for example, if you go for this, like yeah, you always gotta watch out, like and evaluate for which is better. But yeah, work takes is probably better because there's less weakness. So like here, queen e2, like central play. Um, this is just better. So queen d3 is played. Rook b8. Capablanca plays b3 here. What was this? Oh, this is move 14. We're not on this page yet. Okay, so rook ad1. All right, so Kudo, I have a question for you here. Can white go queen a6? Oh wait. Oh, I gotta turn the engine off. Can white go queen e6 or get away with queen e6 or queen a6 here? Yeah, instead of rook d1. Sorry. Uh, yeah. Can you go pawn hunting? Like, say he wants to grab like the c6 or the a7 pawn. You don't believe it? I agree. All right, let's see what happens here. So, all right. Well, wait. Is it letting me go queen a6? There we go. I already looked at c5 and knight f3 too. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, c5. I mean, for one, this queen's very misplaced. So like, well, let's see what happens. I think it's queen a6, queen e5 is the move. We'll look at your other move here. Rook e1 to protecting the knight, and then knight e6. Now the knight's under fire. Maybe they can get some attack. And so like yeah, queen takes f7, probably just rook b8 or something. I'm not sure. Like okay, the knight takes like well, I mean, you've got to take, and I guess f takes, and then like say queen takes a7. Oh, well, knight takes c. Yeah, the c3 knight's hanging. That's why. And I guess there's just no time. You could defend it in time. So queen a6 leads nowhere. Let's see c5. Yeah, this is still kind of Eve by yeah. That's what the engine says. I think I actually like black because we got the f file. And e5 can come. It's not really. This knight is misplaced too, but maybe they can go to g3. Um, but yeah, I think I like. Well, I think I slightly like. I don't know. I guess it's still balanced. It's really hard to evaluate these positions. Let's see. c5, knight f3, bishop h3. Okay, let's look at that. So queen a6, c5. Oh, I see. This is very, very crazy. So on c5, well, they can go knight f5. Probably take queen e5 is fine, but oh, I see. We lose time. So I guess queen e5 makes sense now. If knight f3 you take, yeah. Knight f3. Oh yeah. Knight f3, then you just take. Yeah, exactly. This is really bad. Like we got queen g5 coming. Okay, maybe it's not so bad apparently for the evaluation, but I would prefer black, like f4 bishop. This is just not. This is it's too risky to take. Okay, let's say if f4 isn't played. Well, that's mate, but queen g5. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty bad for white. You got to go back and you've. I guess the argument is you've just lost time and got a worse position. Oh man. Yeah, that's tough. This is very tactical. That's or the your line is very tactical with c5. I'll get this interesting. Or right there. Wow. So probably yeah, we gotta take on g5, queen takes g5, and g in. I mean, this is probably a forced, I think, right? Knight g5. Apparently, you can defend with rook e3, but I think I would play as a human, probably knight g5. And yeah, queen f1 makes sense. Take on f3 instead of bishop h3. Right. Oh yeah. Of course. We cover this. I'll promote this variation. There we go. That now it makes sense. So yeah, I think yeah, just black's just got a clear edge with the c5 line. I think. Like c5, knight f3. I mean, knight f5 is this is a killer. Knight f5 is really strong. That's the best move, but and knight f3 is the most natural move, and then it's really bad. All right, so back to the game. So instead, he just goes for. He doesn't deal with this queen a7 nonsense. He just goes for the central play. So now both of us, all of his pieces are well placed here. He controls lots of good squares here. That actually looks really nice. It's like the Statue of Liberty or something, like a torch or something. That's pretty good control of stuff. Oh yeah, Queen F6, Knight F5, Queen F6. Let's take a look at that. Queen A6, C5, Knight F5, Queen F6. Apparently Knight D5 is possible. This is very unclear. Or okay, I mean, yeah, it doesn't seem to work. I guess the engine doesn't like it. Yeah, I guess. Well, this is really tough. I guess just white has this huge initiative here. Okay. Um. Yeah. So an E5 is coming. He's gonna play F4 and probably E5 if he can, right? Or even F3 and stuff like that. He's still got ideas. So Rook 81, Queen E5 was played, and King H1 F4 E5. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's the plan here. King H1 F4. Okay, I'm gonna write that down for the plan. One plan. Okay. Um. Yeah, and actually, Capablanca is doing that. Yeah, no, not after Queen E5, right? After Queen E5, that's actually very dangerous. Yeah, now I know that. So that's why Capablanca plays Queen E3, and now he's threatening F4. So 96 is forced because yeah, if this is not good. So knight. So now okay, so Queen 96. Now he's challenging this knight on D4. Is there any good annotations here? It also prevents F4. So knight C2 is played. Fighting for F4. This is very direct stuff going on. And Queen A5 was played. Um, yeah, better plan for black is actually to take. Yeah, the whole game is about F4. I think you definitely called it. Um, yeah, you nailed it. So knight takes D4, and C5 is probably the best plan here. That's apparently what the author gives. If you get C4 in and more active pieces, F3 is even possible. But and play it slow. I see. So you can also play like a Moxie bind kind of. Yeah, definitely agree. Yeah, good points. Hmm. All right. Anyway, so back to the game. Be sure that F4 doesn't get met by F5. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Then it kind of stuns the pawns, right? Or then you get a take, and then we got fixed. Then the pawns are fixed, and it's just a piece play kind of game. So Queen A5 was played. Yeah, and I guess the Queen arguably is offsides, but maybe like back then there's a little bit semblance of some greed here. What does this say about Queen A5? Yeah, it's just a slightly dangerous plan and risky. So Knight F5 was played by Capablanca, and Knight C5 was played. Um, and I guess the author gives this move as interesting, but he's kind of drifting his pieces away from the king side. And again, this is kind of a little bit dangerous. Because well, hold on, I'll get a book actually. Um, yeah, this is actually kind of dangerous because there's this already looking at Queen G3 ideas. I see. Yeah, Queen G3, Queen G7. There's another interesting concept. It's called assault ratio. I'm not sure if. Let's see if you guys can see that. Assault ratio. Wait, oh, right here. Yeah, 3 pieces to 0 is enough for mate, exactly. So this is number of attacking pieces divided by the number of defending pieces. And so in those days, people were kind of solid, and so back then they kind of exchanged away the defenders and then attacked. Um, Tal kind of just moved all the pieces in one area. Attacked. Different ways to implement that. All right. Oh, hello, Hippo Defense. It's infinite. Who's infinite? Hello. Who's infinite? Infinite, I'm not infinite. I study with infinite, but I'm not infinite. Let's see. So, knight c5. Division by 0 equals to infinity. Oh, yeah. Infinite. Yeah. Okay, I'll just write this equation, actually, yeah. Yeah, and so that's the assault ratio here. Number of attackers divided by number of defenders. Yeah, division by 0 is nothing, right? If there's no defenders, then it's win, probably, right? It's mate. I think, like you said, 3 attackers. That was a kudo equation. Limit of x over y as y approaches 0 is infinity. Equals infinity, depending on what side y approaches 0. Oh, okay. So it's nothing. That's good. Because it's minus plus, it doesn't exist. I see, yeah. All right, good points. So anyway, I guess let's get back to this. So really the important thing we're trying to discuss is this knight is moved away from the defense of the king. And so I think there's like one, maybe 2 attackers already, kind of. Like almost, I guess technically it's just one, but like we're seeing some attackers go towards this area. Yeah. Kudo is being annoyed at math student. Yeah, Hippo Defense, are you a math student? I don't know. No, Kudo's a math student. Okay, so yeah, but division by 0 equals infinity. I guess there's this huge debate, I guess, on what's the correct way to implement the assault ratio. I don't know. Or infinity. I guess really it's just an awareness. Like, you need an awareness of when to attack and when it's successful, I guess. Alright. So knight c5 was played. Alright, so what's wrong with queen takes a2 here? Yeah, this is actually really dangerous. So Kudo mentioned this. Queen takes a2, then there's queen g3. So now knight f4 and e5 ideas are in the air. And this is regaining the pawn by queen c3 is also good. Like, because it's threatening like mate and rook a1 sometimes. I'm not sure, but knight f4. Okay, but queen takes a2, queen g3. It says queen c3 is also good. But if we follow this line, there's knight g5. Now queen c3, threatening mate, and the queen. And so after queen takes a2, queen g3, knight g5, queen c3, the bishop takes f5, e takes f5. This seems to be good for white. It seems there's two lines. Like, so if they try to hang on to everything with queen a6, like trying to hold the pawns and stuff, like c6 pawn. Yeah, it doesn't win the queen. They have queen a6. Yeah, yeah. Then they have then they allow like okay, knight g3 is good. Is 94? I thought 94 is possible. Oh yeah, 94 is. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, 94. If they try 94, trying to attack the queen and stuff, queen takes c6, knight f6, rook a1. That loses the queen. So this is where the queen would lose if you try to commit and then you lose tempo with a piece. Then when you lose time, then you can win the queen. Yeah, but queen a6 trying to escape. Then there's knight g3, f6, rook e7, the seventh rank, and now the e file is controlled in h4. Then knight is really bad. G7's the target, and maybe queen g3 is coming. What does it say here? Yeah, queen g3 is ruinous for black. I agree. Oh yeah, so queen b2, knight c3, and rook b1 also incoming for this. Yeah, queen b2, knight c3, rook b1. This is probably at some one of these. Maybe it's like which move? Queen takes a2. Oh, when we took on c6. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, once you said with the queen, okay, all right, that's correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, knight c3, queen b2, rook b1, stuff like that. Um, so I'll just follow these lines again, just to make sure we got everything covered here. So, let me know if I'm going too fast. I tend to like quickly see these ideas, like I play because I play blitz a lot, but all right. Knight takes g5 in that position. Which one? Tell me which move. Can you see the notation or um black queen's on g3? Okay. No, there's no knight takes g5 here. Oh, knight h6. Probably h4, right? Let's see if this concurs. I guess it says is equal. Yeah, this is interesting. Yeah, I guess somehow black is holding this, but I think white is slightly better. I think white is a more comfortable position. I think. I think it is better for human. I agree with you. I think it's slightly better for white. And the engine says equal, but I disagree. Um, so knight c5, and so now back to the game. Capablanca plays knight ed4. So this is really interesting. Yeah, darn Stockfish. Yeah, it refutes everything, but I still disagree. Like Stockfish is just it plays these really weird moves, and I don't agree with it at all. Um, so knight c5 it attacks e4. It undefends though the dark squares, so you can't exchange. So now if he goes back to e6, he just loses a tempo, I think, right? On that variation if he wants to exchange on d4. So king a7 was played. All right, and what do you guys think Capablanca plays here? Oh, wait, oh, you can see the notation. Oh man, I have an idea. All right, so now you guys shouldn't be able to see the. Oh, I mean you can see it, but for the future, I think we can do this. I'll hide it like with like like this. Probably I'll hide the notation like this. So now you guys can't see the notation. But yeah, in the game, Capablanca plays this really good move g4 here. And so now this is kind of looking like almost a Yugoslav attack. Almost like it's getting this really interesting, like well supported f5 knight for sure. Yeah, g4, g5, queen h3. Yeah, that's an immediate problem for black. So I don't even know if the king on h7 even defended the position very well. But yeah, I guess yeah, this is a hook in any case. So rook b8 and f3. And you mentioned this Kudo. You said that he could play like slow, right? Get him Roxy bind. And also keep in mind that the whole time this a2 pawn is hanging. So like I guess every variation knight takes a2 is bad. Or queen takes a2 here. Probably just rook a1, yeah, this loses. So every single move we have to look at this. Queen takes a2 if you're black. So this is really tough. He's always under this pressure here. And there's always those rook b1 ideas, rook b8, f3. Yeah, if queen takes a2, yeah. Queen g there, queen g3 there loses if queen takes a2. Which move? Queen g3 also is probably strong. Yeah. That's probably why he played king h7. He's got a yeah. This is actually stronger probably. King's just falling apart. That's the problem. Besides the other thing. Yeah. That now there's no bishop f5. Yeah, exactly. It's just recharge the knight, and this is really tough. Yeah, yeah. This is tough. Like maybe he's got to go like queen b2, but then there's knight h6. And the king is just like slightly weak, and there's going to be some issues. But I think queen takes e2, then there's rook a1. I think this is stronger actually. Oh, e5, queen b2, e5. Oh, probably king h7 in this, and this is really really bad actually. I'm not using like engine here, but I think these are the best moves actually. I'm pretty sure. Like f4, but there's like okay, queen g5 first. Yeah, yeah. Okay, queen g5 first before rook e3. Okay, yeah, yeah. So this is more precise. Yeah, and this is toast. Hmm. Good spot. Yeah, so intuitively this is really easy to play, I think. Wow, good spot. Like these moves I missed. E5. Like for me, I'm just greedy. I was going for the queen, but this is actually just mating. So good find. Let's see. So that's on queen takes a2 here. So this is really tough. So king h7 defense, you can play rook g8, I guess in that variation. That's why I played that. And Capablanca goes g4. Yeah, I know you're an attacking player. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes sense. I think for me, I'm more of a greedy player. I don't know about attacking. Rook there, f3, 96. So wait, g4, rook b8. Let's look at queen takes c2 again. Probably this loses. Games when you can attack. Yeah, I've seen those games, yeah. It did go well, yeah. Yeah, you always pick these moves that I don't consider. That's pretty cool. Like like out of the box. Or like these continuations where there's these initiative things. Like well with the winnower, for example. Yeah, that's really sharp. Yeah, that was yeah, I think you're gonna do well with the French. I think you're gonna get lots of points. Uh yeah, make sure always just yeah, keep checking those openings. Make sure you do well with all of them. So like against D4, like what do you play against D4 actually? Oh yeah, our last game. Yeah, that was the one with calculated, I think. That was a pretty good one, where the bishop was uh there was the bishop being stuck on the diagonal or something. Oh, Dutch or semi-soft. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you play the Dutch. That's right. Yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, and you do like those king side attacks. Oh, that's pretty good then. So d4 e6. Let's take a look at this. Or well, okay, maybe I can look at a quick look. And you also oh, this game. What was their last game? This was when was this? I think I don't remember. Uh yeah, this is the Dutch. Okay. How long ago was this? 3 months ago. Okay, 3 months. I just checked. Okay. Oh yeah, the Dutch. Yeah, the Dutch is very troublesome. I still have trouble against this opening. Yeah, f4. Then there's queen there. Yeah, and hmm. I don't know if yeah, rook f6 wasn't the best. F4 oddly. Oh, queen g4 I missed. We'll move later on. Okay. Yeah, this move. Okay, now I remember this game. Yeah, queen g4 here, and I just didn't. I think I. Oh yeah, this was just a position that I didn't really like because I couldn't really do much. Like it's almost Zug's wing, and it's like a King's Indian. I got c5 in, so I was happy kind of, but yeah, it's just really hard. If I got the d6 pawn, maybe I have something, but yeah, I was happy to get c5 in though. That was such a tough. I feel like c5 is like an exclam in a lost position or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I thought you would take on e4. That's what it was. I was like, okay, I want to sacrifice back this pawn. Yeah, that's right. And then I'm gonna claim that I have something. This is still pretty bad though. Yeah, and you're like, no, exactly. Wow. Yeah, this is well played. Yeah, I think if we play again, it'll be a really fun game. I do play e4 again, so might be a win a war. I think there's pretty high chances of that. Anyway, back to the game. So yeah, there's trapping the queen here, and so rook b8. So Capablanca plays f3 here. So again, there, like if we go queen takes a2, there's that always this trap. So now Bernstein realizes that those knights are kind of troublesome, so he goes knight e6 trying to exchange one of them off. Maybe he can, like, he's also controlling like the squares, the dark squares, and maybe also there's one defensive resource that Black has later in the game where he can plays like g5. That's actually pointed out in My Great Predecessors, that book. I don't know if it's in this one, but I can actually find the game and then we can look at the resource. It's a really nice puzzle. Um, so Capablanca doesn't want to exchange, and this is okay. Yeah, 92. And so this is actually supposed to be unsound. Kasparov didn't think it was sound. He said he thinks around 1925 Capablanca wouldn't play this move. But I think it's really an intuitive thing. He was a very intuitive player, so like even if it's kind of attacking and risky, it makes sense. So queen takes a2 is played, and then he moves this knight to g3. So he plays the position in an aggressive way. So two pawns in exchange for an attack. He's giving up two pawns for an attack here. And there's actually one way to defend this, but it's really, really hard to find. But I think Gaspar pointed it out. I might miss the move here, but well, hopefully I get the right one. So queen takes c2 is played. Black reasons that if a small sample is good, how much better would it be to take on c2? Okay. The threat is queen c5, and Kasparov did like this move, but Lasker gave this move a question mark and suggested here on move 23, f6, knight h5, rook f7. This seems to be very solid and hold things together, but let's see. I guess this is just very, very slightly better for white. So it's definitely a good interpretation of the position here. So queen takes c2 is played. Capablanca plays rook c1, queen b2, trying to go defend this way, and knight h5. The rook f7 line, there is no knight h6, right? Where's the okay? So rook f7 here. Yeah, there's no knight h6 simply because this rook can defend. Like rook takes, then there's knight takes, and or no, knight takes, there's rook takes, and knight takes, then there's pawn takes, and the rook is just defending everything, it seems. This is the line you're looking at, right? Yeah, this is how Lasker would play if this is Lasker. Oh, the coordinates. Knight takes g7. I see. Knight. So this one taking g7. This might. Let's see. Um. I mean, this is playable, but I think this is kind of like you can take, and then I guess the point is you go here. So I guess let's see. Yeah, it likes this. It likes this for black actually. Queen takes h6. Yeah, the pawn on f3 is in the way, so we can't do this idea. But yeah, that's actually a really nice idea. Noticing that this h8 square is kind of weak. Let's see. Um, yeah, actually, that reminds me of this attacking manual puzzle that I just solved today. Actually, now that you bring that up. But anyway, queen takes c2 is played, and then Capablanca's rook c1, queen b2, kind of going back, defending on that diagonal, and then Capablanca plays knight h5. And I think now e5 is actually kind of a threat here. I'm pretty sure at some point. I don't know. Capablanca wrote here that it is because this knight that it is going to decide the game. It's because of this knight is going to decide the game. Yeah, e5 knight f6 exactly. Um, so let's see. Yeah, Kasparov actually criticized Capablanca here. Well, okay, so Capablanca wrote it is this knight that is going to decide the game. Kasparov mockingly added, but only because of Black's weak play. So okay, I think g5 rook h8 is played in the game. So yeah, knight takes h6 is also close. You're trying to calculate. Okay. Yeah, e5 knight s knight h6. Okay. Um and so the author asked this question if g6 is possible here. Yeah, and I guess there's yeah, queen takes h6 and e5 here. Oh, you're too tired. Yeah, that's fine. Me too, me too. So I guess after g takes h5, there's rook e2. And yeah, the file is just unable to be defended. Now, I think though Kasparov mentioned it doesn't have it in this book, but I think g5 is possible. Yeah, g5. Knight f4, knight takes f4, bishop takes f5, knight d3. I thought there was a sacrifice line where you can get compensation for the piece. Yeah, this is actually slightly better for black. Black is actually solid here, and then it's up. Yeah, this is not simple to find g5. Black is probably also in time trouble here already if they played with time. Yeah, I mean, this is early in the past, and like the thing is, the game time was different back then. Like they had adjournments for one, and also what was it? Uh, adjournments and also I thought they played for a longer time. Like in 1800s, they played for 8-hour games. Like Steinitz played for 8 hours or something. I can't remember. I thought they played like some insane amount. I don't know, but I'm not sure. What's rookie two? Rookie two here. Oh no, I'm confused. This? This one is it? I'm confused. Oh, when you said it. Oh, rookie two here. Uh. I'm confused. Rook f8 g5. I'm gonna do control F. Oh wait, rook f8 g5. Wait. This? The question is, never mind. We'll never find it. Oh, it's alright. Um, we'll get through this. Alright, but yeah, at least we got the g5. I want to see if we have the Kasparov piece sacrifice here. I'm gonna go to my archived, and we're gonna find this in the Chessable one actually. Oh, where? Where? Oh, you said yes there? This one? I think I'll just invite you here so you can get it here. I think this is gonna be easier. Wait. Oh my goodness, this is all buggy. How do I get your name? You can just find it. I'll just let you find it. Okay, Ricky 2 here. Okay. All right. Awesome. All right, we'll get back to that. I'll get back to this. I want to find this in the My Great Predecessors book. I think this is a really good thing, just having all these different oh, it doesn't work? Okay. That's all right. Let's see. Where's My Great Predecessor? Yeah, I think I read this one twice on Chessable. It's really an enjoyable read. Like the first time was kind of like a raw read, but then the second time was really good. Actually, I have an idea. We can actually finish this, and then we'll go through these puzzles. How about that? At the end. So, oh, that's all right. That's all right. Yeah, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3 a.m. where you are, I think. Uh, so don't worry, we're almost done with the game. Queen e5. So Capablanca plays f4 here. The queen goes to e5. And now, what's a really nice move here? Um, what's a good move for white here? If you're not looking at, hopefully you're not in the study and looking at it, or the notation anyway. But yeah, if anyone are viewing this, what would be a good move? G5 is hyper aggressive, so maybe G5. Then there's H takes, F takes, or no, H takes, F takes. I mean we get the F6 square, but oh, I guess problem is knight takes G5. And I guess the point is after queen takes, then there's rook takes or queen takes E2, and the queen's kind of tied to this rook. So that's the issue here. Hmm. Looking at h6 g5 queen h3. Okay, so g5 h6 queen h3, then king g8 probably. And then g takes it. Okay, then that's dangerous. Yeah, I see. Okay, then. Hmm. Hmm. I feel like you just have offered this whole new perspective to this position. Some 96 mate ideas. I see. Wow. How do you get these attacking ideas? I gotta do visualize tactics. That's why. I gotta do those. I did chess. I'm doing chess tests, but like yeah, those are really tough chess tests. Try to get more of those. Um, yeah, they're also I like the endgame ones in chess tests. I didn't know there were endgame ones, so that's really cool. Yeah, attacking players. Yeah, plays. Yeah. So let's see if G5 works here. What's the problem with G5? You were looking at this in Queen H3. Yeah, Queen takes E2. There's just King G6. And this is actually losing really badly. G5. Um, yeah, and also there's always this. Like, the issue is this rook is just tying him down. Yeah, F6 was protected. We'd have a nice pawn mate. Yeah. Um, dang. Like knight F6 or something. Or queen. Oh, there's some cool. Oh yeah, queen G7 mate here. Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe I missed this. Okay, knight takes G5. It's just okay. It gives this inhuman king G6. This is okay. This is insane. These moves that comes up with though. I think against a human they would lose though. Like king G6. Like there's chances that they wouldn't see that move. Um. Anyway. Um. So queen B5. If there's not, are there any other ideas? I think you also Kudo. You had the right idea earlier. You have to calculate these positions. Oh, 3:30 a.m. Yeah. It's okay. All right. Yeah, I don't want to make it too difficult. And you've looked at it for a good long time. So, yeah, knight takes G7 was played in the game. G5 is interesting. Yeah, 3:30 a.m. Yeah. Yeah, I understand. So yeah, his opponent plays knight c5, and then so now here's the point though. On knight takes g7, there's knight f6, king g6, and knight takes d7. And another point is like this king is a little unsafe. I don't think the knight's trapped here. Like, um, the f5 is like losing. Like that's dangerous. Yeah, or yeah, you gotta sack the queen. Yeah, and this is just an absolutely terrible evasion. This could be a mate soon or defender. I think. Yeah. So he just plays knight c5 and ignores this. And so Capablanca just wins the exchange. And his opponent then Capablanca plays queen c3. This is threatening mate. I'm wondering if there's anything else, any other important annotations. I don't think so. Yeah, I got all these actually covered. Yeah, and so rook g8. Then there's knight f6 and rook e3. And this is hopeless for black. So f6 is played the game. So knight takes f6. So now this is more about an attacking conversion. He's threatening mate again and cleared the pawn. Rook g8, f5 check. And the problem is the king has no real good area to go. If here there's mate with queen f6. If here there's like probably knight f6, right? Yeah, knight f6. Yeah, black is dead. And this is just losing. Wait. That is not the game continuation. Is this? F4. Rook g8. F5 check. Okay, king h7 wasn't played in the game. I can't think I lost the line. King g5 is the move. Okay, so let's promote this. And yeah, king h7, knight f6, and yeah, king g5. So king g5 was played. And so Capablanca plays queen e3. King takes g4. Or queen e3 is where you resign, but then there's so rook g2 here. And queen h3 is made, or let's see. So queen takes there, then there's queen f3. Or yeah, king here, then there's like queen, yeah, mate in 2. Well, let's just go through this. Just queen f2, I think. No. I'm just gonna. Well, I guess this is mate in 5, but this is mate here. That's a really nice mate. Yeah, Sacktown. Yeah, exactly. And so it says, irony alert at the end of this. It says, Bernstein gets crushed by the weakling he wanted to ban from the tournament. And to Bernstein's credit, he became a Capablanca convert and magically transformed into one of Capo's greatest fans after this game. So, yeah, this is a really instructive game, I think. So I'll just do a quick overview. It's got some central strategy, space advantage, weak dark squares a little bit, but still central space are playing for f4 or e5. He gets this light square pawn configuration. It's really solid and knocks the queen around quickly. Sometimes people lose games quickly and don't see all the calculations behind them. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's an insane amount of calculations and interpretations. Yeah, and queen here. And then he just knocks the king down like this. I see. So now let's do some puzzles and see if we've learned anything from this game. And so it says Capablanca. Hopefully you guys can read this. You out trick some IMs because you try to look further always. I see. Yeah, you look at more of the important stuff in these games. So this is in the G5 variation. If black plays E5, so I think if I am black here, knight f4. No, no, no. Okay, knight f4 and rook takes e. Okay, knight f4 and rook takes e5, and this is where we sacrifice a piece. You lost the game because you're an IM that you could have won, but you're happy you forgot f4. I see. You lost to almost won against IM. That's pretty good. Uh, whoa. Oh yeah, we just take the pawn. Okay, and then we're gonna win here. Okay, maybe I'll try that one again. Oh, you suck with g3. Aw, in the game. I'll check that game in a bit. Um, so knight f4, rook takes c5. And so black has an excellent game because of all the pawns. This is what Kasparov gives. So rook e2, e5. And this is a good one. Rook a4 set a trap. Oh, in that game? I'll check a look. Just finish some of these. So I think knight takes here. Um, pretty sure maybe it's knight f6 or e5. Oh yeah, queen. Oh yeah. Now I remember. Yeah, he plays queen here, knight f6. So that's a good one. I'll review this. But said you didn't play f4. Oh, that happens. Don't worry. I'll read. I'll get there soon. Hold on. I'm just double checking for learning this. So, uh, all right. So queen c3 is the magic move that I missed. You're gonna get ready to go to bed. Okay. Don't worry. I'll check. Yeah, I'm gonna check the game in a bit. But yeah, you can. Yeah, you're the only one that stuck around, so I appreciate it. I hope you enjoy these actually. Going through these book things. I actually really like streaming again. Uh, Black's best events. Um, yeah, I think just knight takes an f5, is it? Okay, just f5. You would more if you had a little more energy. Okay, yeah. To see the attacks, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed this then. Is queen takes the move? No, 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 no. I can't see any of this stuff very well. E5, I see. Oh, queen dare. Hmm. This is okay. I'll just redo this one because I don't know. There's so many side variations here. We can even relook through the Kasparov variations. Oh, good. I'm glad. Um, wow, F5. Okay, let's refresh. Keep missing these ideas. I mean, F5 is very natural too. Okay, we're refreshing this. I want to get this perfect. There we go. And one more. e5 and knight here. So there's lots of ideas. All right, so we'll take a quick look, and yeah, we can end the stream soon. Yeah, I appreciate you sticking around. Let's take a look. So b3. This is against. Okay, so this is. I'm just gonna look. I am Sparkloss. Oh, I know this guy Sladgy. He's from Hungary. Yeah, he's a strong player. Very nice. Oh wow, look at this. Very close game too. Um, so b3, d5. Yeah, bishop there. So if that's the first imbalance of the game, I wonder why you allowed h3 though. Bishop d3 is a really nice, interesting move, and somehow his knight goes there. Oh, so he played h3 to make his knight g6 look stronger, and that's interesting. Okay, so he goes for this attack. And I guess really the point is on knight there. Then you can take on g7, and you're claiming that you have 3 pawns to the piece, and you're very solid. And like, yeah, those are very strong pawns. It seems like the a7 pawn's weak. Rook e4 is a creative idea. Karpov approves. Tries queen there, and so that's check. That defends. d4. Interesting. Wow, so Kudo is black here. Wow. This is crazy, actually. So rook a. Sorry, I'm going too fast. Rook a4 set a trap. Let's go to rook a4. Oh yeah, rook a4 here. This is the Karpov move. Okay, yeah, Kudo is white here. You didn't see f4, but well, it was a nice game, yeah. No worries. So only one game. You only won one game after queen g3. You're winning. I see. And queen g3. Yeah, Kudo should be winning here. It seems. So knight f6, bishop f6, rook g4, and he took there. Oh, and I guess the problem is there's rook g8 coming, right? So let's say there's this, then there's rook here. Oh yeah, rook h2 mate. I thought there was this. Yeah, that's. Yeah, there's also this, yeah. But okay, so d4 is wrong. You had to play. It's apparently king h1 is this very cold-blooded defense, and so I guess he commits there, and then you get queen g4 coming. Or okay, you can take here first, and then play queen h4. Doesn't make much sense. Oh wow. Oh, knight f3 mate. Yeah, that's incredible. I think like this is really hard to find. Yeah, this is a hard, like nearly impossible defense to find. Wow. Yeah, anyway, um, yeah, I appreciate you watching. I probably should end the stream soon. I should probably get to bed, but yeah, I appreciate you stopping by, and I'm glad you enjoy these games and stuff. Yeah, this is really memorable. Yeah, this is a good game, but have a good one and take care. Yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, you're my only viewer for most of the time, so yeah, means a lot. All right.